this. Hello, folks. Your mic's muted.
It's done sooner, you know?
Sorry.
I'm not surprised.
Anyway, welcome, folks. It's MegaMets Podcast time for G1 33. 32 participants, 4 blocks of 8. Biggest tournament in the history of the company.
Well, time to see what the card is.
We kick it off July 15th in Sapporo. Our participants are, in the A block, SANADA, Shota Umino, Ren Narita, Yota Tsuji, Hikuleo, Chase Owens, Gabriel Kidd, and from Pro Wrestling Noah, Kaito Kiyomiya. In the B block, Kazuchika Okada, YOSHI HASHI, Tonga Loa, Phantasmo, TAICHI, Will Ospreay, the Great Okan, KENTA. In the C block, Tama, Tomohiro Ishii, Shingo Takagi, Mikey Nichols, Aaron Hanare, AEW's Eddie Kingston, David Finlay, and Evil. And the D block, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Hiroki Goto, Toru Yano, Tetsuya Naito, Zack Sabre Jr., Shane Hayes, Jeff Cobb, and Alex Coughlin. 10 newcomers in this year's tournament. Umino, Narita, Yota, Leo, Kidd.
This is going to be very interesting.
Mikey, Eddie, Hayes, and Coughlin all make their G1 debuts this year. We kick it off in Sapporo. Opening match, YOSHI versus El Phantasmo. Free of the Bullet Club shackle. Let's see how ELP does as a member of Hontai. Especially going up against one man, half of what could be the soon-to-be former strong openweight and IWGP heavyweight tag champs, YOSHI. Or Scott Christian on one of the titles at Dominion.
YOSHI versus El Phantasmo.
I'm going to give this one to Phantasmo. What about you?
I'm giving it to Phantasmo as well.
Next up, Chase Owens against Gabriel Kidd. Kidd having recently joined Bullet Club as part of the new tag team in the group, the War Dogs, with Alex Coughlin. Chase has been MIA a lot lately, and we're dealing with a debut here. So if anyone deserves a win, it's Kidd.
Yeah, but he's up against a veteran of sorts, Chase Owens.
True, but again, this is one of 2 blocks where it's a Bullet Club Battle Royale, and this is a chance to prove for Finlay that he's doing something that I never expected from someone in Bullet Club. Basically doing what Pol Pot did to the Cambodian government in the 70s, i.e. eliminating the past. And Chase Owens is part of Bullet Club's past at this point.
Meaning it's the past versus the present.
Future in Kidd's case.
Yeah, the future, pretty much. But we're in the present, so there you go.
True. I'm taking Gabriel Kidd. What about you?
Sorry, but I'm going with the past with Chase.
Fair enough. Returning after a year on the shelf with a knee injury, Tonga Loa takes on the strong openweight champion Kenta. But will he beat the strong openweight champ after July 5th when he defends it against Eddie Kingston?
That's a big doubt.
Ironically enough, this year, all the block matches have 20-minute time limits, not 30-minute ones.
I see.
Maybe
all of them are now 20 minutes now because they don't want it to take too long. And according to the card for the first day, there are 8 matches.
True.
And 8 matches, that's 20 minutes each. That's roughly 2 hours and 40 minutes of wrestling.
Mm-hmm. If it was under the 30-minute format.
Yep.
Anyway. Your pick, I'm taking Kenta.
And I pick Tangaloa.
All right. Next up, Shota Umino versus Ren Narita. Roughneck versus the son of Strong Style.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Especially since they were in the same graduating class of the Noge Dojo together.
Yes, indeed.
As for who pulls this one off, I'm going to give this one to Shooter.
Shota Umino. So you voted the Son of Strong Style, huh? Red Narita.
No, I went Roughneck, Shota Umino.
Then my vote's on Red Narita.
Okay.
So now we're at the fifth match
Hang on a sec,
now.
Jose. A little highlighter work, Mom.
I understand that. I understand your concern about that. So our fifth match is basically between Kazuchika Okada versus the Great Okan.
My pens are pretty dead.
What's wrong?
Oh, my mom's here asking for a marker.
I see. That's understandable.
Okay, never mind. Hey. All right. It's all right. Anyway, getting back on topic. Okada versus Okan, with Okada having won the last two G1s and looking to do something that no one's done, a three-peat, I could give this one to him. And I probably will.
No wonder. I'm voting on Okada.
Sixth match. Yota Tsuji against Kaito Kiyomiya. There's only one reason Kiyomiya's in this tournament. He wants his hands on Okada. And there's only two ways he can do that. At worst, he has to finish number 2 in the A block and then grind his way to the final and hope that Okada wins his block and makes it to the final. At best, he's got to win the A block and face Okada in the semis. I'm giving this one to the Supernova.
As will I.
TAICHI versus Will Ospreay. No brainer. Crown's up.
Yep, the crown's up as well.
As for SANADA against Hikuleo, I will take SANADA on night
And
one.
I will take his opponent, Hikuleo.
Okay.
Now, with Hokkaido done, we move on to Sunday's match.
Which is also in Hokkaido.
Yep, I'm looking through this, and it's like 2 days are going to be in Hokkaido, 1 day is in Yamagata, 1 in Miyagi, 1 in Niigata, 1 in Nagano, 3 in Tokyo,
2 of which in Hall.
Yeah, 1 in Aichi, 1 Kagawa, 1 Hiroshima, 2 in Osaka, 1 Kanagawa, Shizuoka, Chiba, and the final, all the rest, Chiba, and then the rest will be in Tokyo.
Yeah, the last 2 in Ryogoku Sumo Hall.
Yep. So let's begin with the ones for Sunday's matches.
July 16th in Sapporo. Tomohiro Ishii against David Finlay. I'm giving this one to Finlay. He's, in my opinion, the favorite to win C block at this point.
At this point, I may as well put my bet on Finlay.
Granted, being a champion in this tournament is Okada, SANADA, Tanahashi, Ishii, Kenta, Goto, YOSHI, Zack, it does come with a trade-off. You've got a target on your back, and more often than not, you're not winning the tournament.
More like you're not going to last.
In any case, I'm going to go. You went we're both going Finlay, correct?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Let's move on to the next one. Hiroki Goto versus Toru Yano.
In the D block. Ironically, 2020, these two had the fastest match in G1 history. 18 seconds.
That was just... Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
Are you serious? 18 seconds? Why does this remind me of Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus?
Well, the difference was Goto got a roll-up win over Yano in this case. Not broke.
Not a boot to the face.
Right.
Damn, that's just way too easy. This time they better not make it a speed up. I like my matches when they take their sweet time and deliver.
Being part of the same faction, Goto should be used to Yano's trickery. I'm going to give this one to Goto.
Yeah, me too. My vote's on Goto as well.
In his debut match from the Mighty Don't Kneel, at least in the G1, Mad Mikey Nichols takes on Aaron Henare. Henare looking to rebound after an atrocious 1-5 run in last year's tournament.
Oh, that was sad.
I mean, he was just basically outclassed throughout his whole block. I mean, the only win he did get was against Tanahashi.
Just damn, that won't end well.
Nichols, on the other hand, him and Shane come in a bit of a handicap. The stigma of being predominantly viewed as a tag team wrestler.
Yep.
I'm going to give this one to Hanare. What about you?
After 1-5, I am also going to do the same and vote Hanare. Word of advice, man: do not embarrass yourself in this tournament.
But then
If
again,
you wanna,
it wouldn't surprise me if they give the win to Nichols.
yeah, if that happens, then it's going to be a repeat.
Next up, Alex Coughlin, Shane Haste. This is in D block.
Yep.
Again, Coughlin's the mute boy. Shane's the cagey vet. It's Bullet Club versus TMDK. But something tells me that Coughlin's going to basically brutalize Haste. The Mighty, they may call themselves the Mighty Don't Kneel, but the Mighty can get clobbered.
And sometimes the mighty can fall.
Yep. I'm giving this one to Coughlin.
Might as well do the same. Coughlin needs it.
Shingo Takagi versus Eddie Kingston.
In C block.
One guy who symbolizes strong, who's one of the epitomes of strong style, versus a man who's constantly walked the King's Road.
And hasn't even savored it either. I'm going to make my obvious vote. I'm just going to say it here. Eddie Kingston. I'm choosing him.
I'll go that route too.
Figures. Sixth match now. We face against Hiroshi Tanahashi against Zack Sabre Jr.
I'm torn on this one. On the one hand, Tanahashi has lost, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21. 7 of his last 8 G1 openers.
Jesus, that's embarrassingly bad.
Last time he won his G1 opener, the last time he won the tournament in 2018.
Wow.
But on the flip side, win this, you get a potential New Japan World Television title shot.
Yep.
Plus, you and Zach are basically, if you're Tanahashi, you and Zach have been switching victories back and forth in the tournament the last few years when you're matched up in the same block. Zach's first G1 win came against Tanahashi, which got him an Intercontinental title shot. Does Tanahashi return the favor? It's a possibility, but I'm not taking many chances. I'm going to play it safe and give this one to Zach.
I may as well play it safe as well. My vote's also on Zack Sabre Jr.
Tanga versus Evil. Okay. The match in C block that's going to be more of my interest is when, not if, David Finlay faces Evil. Because if they're going to pull the trigger on throwing the House of Torture out and cutting the fat from Bullet Club, it's got to happen in that match.
It has to happen by this point.
Because let's face it, the House of Torture, they're not savages. They're not killers. They're basically just run-of-the-mill 70s and 80s Saturday morning cartoon villains at this point.
They're basically fodder in a way.
Right. I'm going to give this one to Tanga.
Yep, I will. I will do the same as well.
Especially as we saw with the BOSJ, many of the times the House Evil interfered in Show's matches, it blew up in both his and Show's faces.
Mm-hmm.
Main event on this night, Tetsuya Naito against Jeff Cobb. I'm going to give it to Naito.
I will have to do...
This is Naito's last chance to get back to the main event in the Tokyo Dome.
You're right. You're absolutely right on that.
Tuesday, July 18th in Yamagata. We start off with Kaito Kiyomiya against Chase Owens. Give this one to Kaito.
Yep, that's pretty obvious.
Kenta versus the Great Okan. I will go Kenta.
Yep, I'm most likely doing the same because, honestly.
Hikuleo versus Gabriel Kidd. I'm actually going to go Leo in this one.
I may also have to do the same for Hikuleo.
TAICHI versus Tonga Loa. I'm going to go Loa.
I'm going TAICHI.
Okay. Ren Narita against Yota Tsuji. Same grad class. Narita was a year ahead of Yota. Let's see. Narita, Tsuji.
That's a tough one. I'm going Narita.
I'm going to flip it. I'm going Tsuji.
Go figure.
YOSHI versus Will Ospreay. I'm going Will.
I'm going HASHI.
SANADA against Shota Umino. SANADA.
SANADA.
Okada versus El Phantasmo. Give me Okada.
As will I.
July 19th. Sendai. Toru Yano against ZSJ. Yano's never beaten Zach in the G1 one, and I think that tradition continues.
As exactly as it should.
Mikey Nichols versus David Finlay. Let's let the other half of the Mighty Don't Kneel get decimated.
Exactly.
F. Cobb versus Alex Coughlin. It's power against power.
Power and power just don't mix. But if I'm going to be honest, I'll choose Jeff.
Same here. Eddie Kingston versus Evil.
The Saturday morning cartoon villains need to go.
Yeah, let's give it to Kingston. He's going to go. He would go berserk on the House of Torture. Tanahashi versus Shane Haste. I'm going to go Tanahashi.
As will I.
Shingo versus Aaron Hanare. Hanare took Shingo to the limit before the Sakura Genesis event in a triad match where he had to win by pinfall, submission, and knockout all simultaneously.
Simultaneously? That is absurd.
In the same match, I should say. And that was back when Shingo was the KOPW champion. I forgot that Taichi has it now. I'm going to give this one to Shingo.
And I will give this one to Aaron because it'll be anybody's game.
True. Hiroki Goto versus Tetsuya Naito. Naito needs a rebound after losing to Goto in last year's tournament, so I'm giving it to him.
Good idea.
Tomohiro Ishii versus Tama Tonga. I'm going to give this one to Tama.
As will I. I'll give it also to Tama.
Next stop, Niigata, the Aure Nagaoka.
You actually nailed it right.
Yoshihashi against Tonga Loa. I'm going to go Yoshi on this one.
That's not a bad idea. I'll do the same.
Ren Narita versus Gabriel Kidd. With this new level of viciousness that he didn't expect from one of his LA Dojo peers, Ren better watch out. I'm giving this one to Kidd.
I'll do the same.
ELP versus Great Okan. To hell with it. All hail the Great Okan.
Fine by me. I will have to make my vote as well.
For those who don't get the all hail joke, it's basically last spring, Okan rescued a 13-year-old girl in Kawasaki from having something bad happen to her by some drunk. Bet you didn't know that one.
I didn't know about that. That's something I never knew about.
He actually calmed the girl down, got her back to her mother, and he got a proclamation from the city of Kawasaki. Anyway, Hikuleo against Chase Owens. I'm going to give this one to Leo. He's going to squash Chase like a bug.
Yeah.
Will Ospreay versus KENTA. The guy who will be probably the next IWGP US champ versus the guy who might not be the strong openweight champ after the 5th of July. This is a hard one to pick. Ospreay was actually inspired to become a wrestler by Kenta. I'm going to give this one to Will.
And I will probably give my vote to Kenta.
Fair enough. Shota Umino versus Kaito Kiyomiya. I'm giving it to Kaito.
I'm giving it also to Kaito.
Okay, something's amiss here. It says TAICHI against Will Ospreay, which doesn't make sense.
Since he's also in the match against Kenta. What's going on?
I think this was meant to be Yoshi-Hashi's spot.
But what happened?
Oh, wait, Yoshi-Hashi's got Loa. So, I think it was meant to say, it's not Okada. Oh, it was meant to say Okada in this spot.
Let us make the vote regardless.
Okada.
Yep.
And SANADA against Tsuji, a rematch from Dominion. To hell with it, I'll give Yota the win back.
I'm giving it to him as well, more or less.
True.
Now we move on to Nagano.
Sunday, July 23rd.
Up first, Zack Sabre versus Alex Coughlin.
Zack's got to lose one match at some point, but I'm not sure if it's going to be against Coughlin.
Sorry, but I'm putting my vote on Zack.
Same here. Tanga against Mikey Nichols. I'm going to throw Mikey a bone here.
Yeah, may as well. He needs it.
Hiroki Goto against Shane Haste. I'm going to give it to Haste.
I'm giving it to Goto. Who's next?
Aaron Inari against Eddie Kingston.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to give my vote to Hanare.
I probably will do the same.
Yano against Naito. Just give this one to Naito.
Obvious.
Tomohiro Ishii against Shingo Takagi. Oh, boy.
What do you mean, oh, boy? What's wrong?
This is a match of bruisers. These two always killed each other.
Oh, that might end badly.
I'm going to give this one to Ishii.
Well, may as well.
Tanahashi against Cobb. Tana, you're going for a tour of the islands.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, this was the night Finley versus Evil is happening. David, I am begging you, pull the trigger and cut the fat from Bullet Club.
Exactly.
You do not need a collage of Saturday morning anime villains. And I mean the bad.
Don't you mean lousy, pathetic excuse of villains, pretty much?
If you mean on levels like, say, the Moya brothers from Naruto, Team Rocket from Pokemon, the Jigglebutt trio from Fairy Tail, Buggy the Clown 3 times skipping One Piece, then yes.
Yeah.
That's how lousy the House of Torture has become, folks.
Mm-hmm.
New Japan may not need the Rebel, but you need the Rebel, I need the Rebel, the world needs the Rebel, and fucking Bullet Club needs the Rebel to cut the cancer from Bullet Club.
They may as well just cut the cancer. Your rants just don't seem to surprise me.
True. You're referring to my recent Buck rants?
Yes, I've been noticing.
I'm blaming, even with the win they got today.
This is not a coincidence.
I blame that on Buck moving Marte down from the 2 slot to the middle of the order.
Yep, I figured.
Next up, night 1 in Korakuen Hall. United Empire Derby. Will Ospreay versus the Great Okan.
This will be an interesting fight, to say the least.
Especially since Okan was Ospreay's first recruit in the United Empire.
Yep.
I'm going to give this one to Will.
May as well. He earns that.
Shooter versus Gabriel Kidd.
Shooter is my vote.
Same here. TAICHI against Kenta. I'm going to go TAICHI in this.
I'm going Taichi.
Yota Tsuji versus Chase Owens. Tsuji.
Tsuji.
Tanga against ELP. I'm going to throw Phantasmo a bone here.
Yeah, Phantasmo deserves it.
Ren Narita against Hikuleo. I'm going to go Ren. That
I'll
brute
also go
strength
Ren.
and size can only help you so much.
Indeed.
Okada versus Yoshihashi. Let's make it rain.
Yes, indeed. Make it rain.
SANADA versus Kiyomiya. To me, this will determine who becomes top dog in the A block.
Yep. SANADA versus Kaito.
SANADA, Kiyomiya.
Yeah. This is a tough one.
Actually got heads this time. I'm going SANADA.
Fine by me. I'm
But
going
granted, I
SANADA
will not
then.
be shocked if they give the win to Kiyomiya. I remember.
Yeah, if that happened, oh my god, you're not gonna like that.
I recall in 2016, opening night of that year's G1, the first match was Okada against Marufuji, and they gave the win to Marufuji. So it wouldn't surprise me if the first opponent out to shoot coming out of the G1 in October for SANADA is Kiyomiya.
Yep.
Especially since working the G1 has a bit of a trade-off for Kiyomiya. He can't defend his post as the defending champion of Noah's version of this, the N1 Victory, which starts at the beginning of August and is heavily spread out from August to September in only 9 shows, given Noah's smaller roster. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we're both going SANADA, though. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Kiyomiya, right? Night 2 in Korakuen. July 26th. Aaron Henare against Evil. I'm going to give this one to Evil, given his track record against Henare.
Let evil rise, let evil bring.
Goto against Coughlin. I'm going to go Goto.
Yep. Goto.
Takagi against Nichols. Shingo.
Yep. Shingo.
A matchup between World Tag League partners, Tanahashi and Yano.
And they've known each other if they were tag partners. So my vote's on Yano.
True. And you wouldn't believe what the name of their tag team is when they compete in the World Tag League together the last 2 years.
Who?
It's called Bebop Tag Team. It's based on an old comedy manga series from the 80s called Bebop High School. And they go all out. The high school jackets, the hairstyle. It's quite funny.
Yes, it is.
Tomohiro Ishii against Eddie Kingston. Ishii got the win last year at Capital Collision. Kingston got that win back at the all-out buy-in. This is the rubber match. It's on New Japan turf, so I'm giving it to Ishii.
I'm giving it to Eddie.
Naito against Shane Haste. I'm going to give it to Naito.
Of course it's Naito.
Tama Tonga against David Finlay. Tama needs some level of repercussion.
He needs revenge.
Especially after how Finlay can cuss him.
Yeah. And speaking of Finlay versus Tama Tonga.
We already just talked this one.
Oh, yeah. Now let's get to the main event. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Jeff Cobb.
Jeff wants a win, and he may finally get that win in this. If they go to a draw, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yep.
But I'm going to give this one to Cobb so he can get another crack at the TV title. Which way are you taking this?
I'm phoning Zack, as if it's obvious.
Ota Gymnasium, July 27th. Shota Umino against Chase Owens. I'm giving it to Shota.
As of course it should.
Yoshihashi against TAICHI. I'm giving this to TAICHI.
I give it to Yoshi.
Okay. Kiyomiya against Kid. Kiyomiya.
I also gave it to Kiyomiya.
Tanga against Okan.
Tanga.
Hikuleo against Yota Tsuji.
My vote's on Hikuleo.
I'll go Tsuji.
Well, that might be interesting.
El Phantasmo against Kenta. Let's give Phantasmo a chance to get some payback.
Yes, well-deserved payback to be exact.
SANADA against Narita. I'm giving it to SANADA.
I'm giving it to Narita. Now we reach the main event. Okada versus Ospreay.
To determine B block. In my opinion, if we want the Okada Kiyomiya semifinal match, it's got to be Okada. But on the other hand, if we want it to come in the final with Okada as B2, it's got to come. Well, actually, yep, it could come in the other semifinal. Let me see here. Yeah, it could come in the other semifinal as well. I forgot about that because I had in my head Okada winning B block. Odds of him not winning the B block and finishing number 2 are not likely, but they're still there.
Yeah.
One man going in as the number 6-man champ, the other possibly going in as the IWGP US champ. A rematch from last year's final. Can Ospreay finally get that clean win? I'm going to say, unfortunately, no.
So have you made up your mind?
Okada.
Yeah, that's my vote as well. Now we reach Aichi in the Dolphins Arena. Up first.
Aaron Henare against David Finlay.
That might be nuts.
I'm going to give this one to Finlay.
Yeah, I will too.
Cobb against Yano. Cobb.
Of course.
Even with the amount of dirty tricks Yano can pull, Cobb's not going to bite.
That's not going to help him out much.
Mikey Nichols against Eddie Kingston. I'm going to give this one to Mikey.
That's a good choice.
You going down that road too?
Yeah, of course I am.
Tetsuya Naito against Alex Coughlin. Naito.
Of course, Naito must triumph.
Evil versus Ishii. Ishii.
Evil must fall.
He's dealt with enough shit from the House of Torture.
Exactly.
And then a matchup between two members of the Mighty O'Neil, Shane Hasty and Zack Sabre Jr. I'm going to give this one to Zack. Tanga against Shingo Takagi. Shingo.
Tama.
Tanahashi against Goto.
Oh, damn. This could go either way.
Yeah, especially since Goto's won the last two G1 matches between these two guys.
That's going to be a real tough sort.
Maybe it was 2 of the last 3. I don't remember. I'm going to give this one. If Goto wants to continue his streak on Tanahashi, I'm going to give it to him.
My vote's on Goto.
Especially that we didn't give him many bones last year, and yet he won 3 of them.
He didn't get that many bones. We only have a few of these predictions left because it's going to lead us to eventually when August 9th, that's when the quarterfinal starts.
Yep. August 1st, Hikuleo versus Kaito Kiyomiya. Give it to Kiyomiya.
Exactly.
Yoshihashi versus Great Okan. All hail.
Yosh. My vote's on Yoshi. Sorry, dude.
All right.
Next.
Ren Narita against Chase Owens. Narita.
Yep, time to put this chase to rest.
TAICHI against ELP. ELP.
As you were, ELP.
SANADA against Gabriel Kidd. I'm going to go with an upset here and give Kidd the W.
Yeah, Kidd needs the W.
Plus, SANADA needs to suffer an L or 2.
Yep.
Ooh, that's not tethered to the finals. Tanga Loa against Will Ospreay. Crowns up.
Yep, crowns up.
Shota Umino versus Yota Tsuji.
Shota.
Same here. And Okada against Kenta. Okada.
Okada. It's going to go either way. Now we move on to Hiroshima.
August
2nd at the Hiroshima Sun Plaza Hall.
Okay. Tanahashi versus Alex Coughlin. I'm going to give this one to Coughlin.
I'm giving it to Tanahashi.
Okay. Mikey Nichols versus Evil.
Evil must be put down. My vote is on Mikey.
I'm going Evil.
Go figure. Next is Toru Yano versus Shane Haste.
Yano.
Yano as well.
Ishii versus Hanare. I'm going to go Hanare.
I'm going also with Hanara.
If this truly is Ishii's final tournament, it's going to be a sad day that he walks away from it.
Oh, it is going to be a sad day if Ishii loses this, if it's the last one for him.
Jeff Cobb against Hiroki Goto. I'm going Cobb.
Going Cobb as well.
Tama Tonga against Eddie Kingston.
That's tough. I'm going Tanga.
I'm going to take Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Tetsuya Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, that's going to be a tough one. Both are very good.
Mm-hmm. But then again, they've both swapped victories in the last couple of tournaments.
Yeah.
Naito actually wants a little more than 2 minutes of payback after what happened in the 21 term at the start when Zack tore both Naito's MCL and meniscus in one of his legs.
Yep, that's painful.
And forced Naito to forfeit every match in in the A block that year.
Damn. That gotta suck.
And of course, last year, Naito got a little bit of payback by beating Zack in under 2 minutes. And that was to qualify for the semifinals. And Zack threw a massive fit when he lost that match.
That was sad.
The fact they lost in 2 minutes, the hissy fit, or both.
Indeed.
What was sad?
Yeah. Jesus. That's just a toughie. I know that for a fact. So if I'm just going to make my vote and get it over with, sorry, Zach, but you're talented, but I'm choosing Naito.
Same here. Shingo Takagi against David Finlay. I'm going to go Shingo. Finlay's got to lose at least one match in this.
Yep, Shingo. Now we reached Saturday, August 5th, the Osaka Prefectural Gym. Only a few of these left because after the 10th, all we do is wait and see.
Yep, and we only have 4 block matches as this is the A block final.
Yep, yeah, but the last one, though, it's basically a block turn. It's 4 matches, but if you've noticed all the way on the bottom, there's like so
those are mid-card tag matches.
I guess they needed something to do. I guess they need something to do.
Right. Anyway, mathematically, I think the first match up is going to be the Shota Umino against Yota Tsuji against Gabriel Kidd.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to give this one to Tsuji.
Fair enough.
Shota Umino against Hikuleo. I'm going to go Shooter.
The Shooter always shoots again. I vote for the Shooter.
Ren Narita against Kiyomiya. At this point, all Narita can do is try to play spoiler and stop Kiyomiya from being the number 1 seed in the A block.
Well, if he wants to do that, I'm afraid he's going to have to put a little more effort. My vote's on Kaito.
I'm going Kiyomiya too. SANADA against Chase Owens. I'm going to give that one to SANADA.
Agreed.
And based on the tiebreaker, the winner would be of the A block would be SANADA. So Kiyomiya's got to hope that Okada at least stumbles in his last match, even get that chance to go to the final.
Yep.
Or at least face him in the semi.
Uh-huh.
Based on the math, I don't think that happens.
Yeah.
That we've done. For the hell of it, Tonga Loa stops Okada's streak.
Yeah.
And Ospreay beats Phantasmo. Okan beats TAICHI. And Kenta puts Yoshihashi to sleep.
Exactly.
Though not in that match order.
Yeah, you're right. The rest of the matches are all tag matches.
So by that math, I would say Ospreay and Okada would be the top 2 in the B block.
Yep, that's 2 in the B block. Now we move on to the C block.
Let's see.
There's we have Up versus Kingston versus Finley.
Again, it's based on ranking in this order. These are just the matches. We don't know what the order will be until everyone's ranked.
Yep. So who do you think will be the top 2 for C block?
Let's see. The opening match for this block would have to be Tama Tonga against Aaron Henare, and I'm going to go Tama in that one.
I'm going to go with Aaron.
Tomohiro Ishii against Mikey Nichols. I'm going to go Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey.
Evil against Shingo Takagi. Shingo.
Evil falls.
A. Kingston against David Finlay. I'm going to give this one to Finlay. And then I think the top 2 would be Shingo and Finlay.
And now we reach the last block, the D block.
Which happens in Hamamatsu.
A.K.A. Act City.
Shizuoka.
I really need to visit Japan one day.
So do I. Toriano against Alex Coughlin. I'm going to give this one to Coughlin.
Fair enough.
Cobb against Haste. Cobb.
Yep, time to put some corn on the cob.
Goto against Zach. I'm going to go Zach.
I'm going Zach too, despite the fact that it might be an intense match. And the last is Tanahashi versus Naito. I already made up my mind on who I want. Naito.
Yeah, for him, it's going to have to be a victory party for Los Ingobernables de Japón. I'm going Naito.
Figures.
And that makes Zach and Naito the 1 and 2. Naito and Zach the 1 and 2, respectively, in the D block.
Mm-hmm. Then from here on out,
in Chiba, August 10th.
Yep.
No time limit. It'll be
all the matches are no time limit.
Yep. It would be SANADA against, what did we say was second in the C block? Shingo or Finley? I think we said Shingo, right?
Yeah. But we don't know which order. That's the problem. Because if we're taking the top 2, we have to make at least an accurate estimate.
True. I'm going to set me, but either way, I'm going to give that one to Shingo.
I will probably do the same.
Okada against second place in D block, Zach. I'm going to give it to Okada.
Mm-hmm. I also gave it to Okada.
Finley versus Ospreay. I'm going to give this one to Will.
Fine. I'll also give it to Will.
And Kiyomiya against Naito. Hate to say it, Kaito, but this is where your wings get clipped.
Yep. You've lasted this long, but now it's time to go.
Semifinals in Ryogoku, August 12th. Winner of A1 versus C2, which we had as SANADA versus Okada. And I'm going to give this one to Okada.
I'm giving it to Okada. Next up is the second semifinal,
which has, in our view, Finley against Ospreay against Naito. I say Naito finally gets the W here.
Yep, Naito. And last but certainly not least, the final match.
Yep. Okada versus Naito. We do not need a three-peat. Because then we just revert New Japan back to status quo. I've been content with SANADA's IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
We do not need to go back to the Rainmaker era. I mean,
yep.
Trying to go back to El Ingobernable era and give him the reign he deserved instead of one that got stymied by the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fine with that, Wrestle Kingdom 18. So, let's give the W and the victor, the speech de ganadora, to the leader of the pack consisting of Bushi, Hiromu, Takagi, Titan, Tsuji, y Naito. Ustedes, Los Ingobernables de Japon.
Damn.
Give it tonight, though.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Felt good to get off my chest.
Yup.
I want to thank everyone who showed up, including my colleague, MegaManNG. We'll catch you on the flip side somewhere down the line, maybe in September for some football calls. Maybe. Because I can at least get a few Giants games down here this year. Leave a comment, smash the like, sub to both our channels. Till then, this is MegaManNG and Mets2128. Signing out. Goodbye. Good night.
Adieu.
And maybe we'll see you in a week or so for Forbidden Door picks, if you're up for it.
Only time will tell, hopefully. Only time
right.
will tell. So, yep, that's it. That was fun.
Yep. And cut.